Good morning. It's Thursday, November 6th. I'm Miriam Bosiljevets. Hundreds of workers laid off from Ekati diamond mines won't receive their scheduled severance payments this week. According to emails seen by Cabin Radio, the company stated ongoing cash flow constraints would delay the next payout. Burgundy Diamond Mines is hoping to secure a bailout from the federal government in the form of a large enterprise tariff loan. The company closed some of its operations at Ekati due to effects of tariffs and low prices for natural diamonds. Carfentanil in Hay River is now a very serious issue, with 15 overdoses occurring as of last Friday. Councillors were told the highly toxic synthetic opioid is straining the town's resources. Councillor Brian Willows said the town's emergency responders set a monthly record for medical calls. Of those calls, 10 were directly connected to drug overdose cases within 1 week alone. Viewing platforms at 2 waterfalls south of Hay River have been blocked off because of erosion. The Territory's Department of Industry, Tourism and Investment confirmed that 1 viewing platform at Alexandra Falls and 2 at Louise Falls are now closed. The statement said erosion and wildfire impacts have contributed to the instability of the surrounding terrain. The department said there is no set timeline for the platforms to reopen. A typhoon made landfall in Vietnam after killing over 100 people in the Philippines and flooding entire towns. 6 airports in Vietnam have been closed, affecting hundreds of flights. The country's national weather forecaster says there is a high risk of flooding and landslides in the next 6 hours. NWT Liberal MP Rebecca Alty says her party's budget contains measures that could meaningfully advance major projects like the Mackenzie Valley Highway and Tulsan Hydro expansion. Speaking from Ottawa this week, she highlighted new infrastructure funds that could potentially address issues such as the current water advisory in the South Slave. Conservative Shadow Minister for Arctic Affairs Bob Zimmer says he doubts Liberals' ability to deliver on promises made in the budget presented on Tuesday. The Liberal minority government presented a new budget this week in Parliament. They will require cooperation from members of at least one other party to pass the budget in a vote expected on November 17th. And the town of Hay River will hold a public meeting this evening to answer questions about the drinking water advisory issued for the region this week. A notice said the NWT government's environmental health team and the Department of Municipal and Community Affairs will also be in attendance. Earlier this week, the NWT's chief environmental health officer told residents in Hay River, Katladeche First Nation, Enterprise, and Kakiza to take precautions with drinking water because of high levels of disinfection byproducts known as trihallomethanes in the community's drinking water. The meeting will take place in the community hall tonight at 7 p.m. Your weather forecast for today: Yellowknife -11 with a mix of sun and cloud. Inuvik -4 with a chance of light snow. Norman Wells has a warning for strong winds, -3 and mainly cloudy. Hay River -4 and cloudy. Fort Smith -9 with a mix of sun and cloud. And Fort Simpson -4 with a chance of flurries.